I can tell you why too.
But okay, so hi, welcome to a live watch party with actual Hexicans in real life. We're hanging out here ready. We're getting ready for Matty Allen's Hex online conference. And last night, one of the times that people actually were quiet and watched the stream is when you chopped on and gave that excellent tutorial on Pulse and Pulse X. And so everyone's like, "Oh wow, she's so cool." I'm like, "She's gonna be here tomorrow." They're like, "No, she's not." I'm like, "No, really, she's gonna be here tomorrow." And here you are.
Yeah, and here I am.
You and your dad, who is equally as famous.
Yes. Oh, I feel like he's more famous than I am.
I think every guy just sees like, he got his daughter into crypto. That's amazing. I've got to talk to this guy because I have daughters.
Yes.
And they're not really into anything other than shopping for Lululemon.
Yes. Okay. So.
How do you like that segue? Did
that
you see
was
that?
good. That
Boom.
was freaking good.
Boom.
All right. So Hexer right now is wearing Lululemon pants. So you know that he is just, really on top of things if he's wearing Lulu. My dad here right now is also wearing a full Lulu outside of his Richard Hart shirt, which we'll let that one slide. But I was telling Hexray, I worked at Lululemon for a month actually, and the reason why. Okay, so I was working as a software developer. I mean, I was making a wage as a software developer, so I didn't need another job.
Okay.
But I was like, I really miss the whole people aspect of this.
I miss human beings.
Yeah, exactly. And just talking to this, not normal people, but just people that actually want to talk to me.
Yeah, on purpose. They choose to talk to you, not they have to talk to you. And it's on email.
Yeah,
or chat.
Precisely that. So I ended up getting a job at Lululemon for that month, and the deals that I got on the clothes were insane. And I already had a collection of Lululemon.
So what discount or deal do you get if you work at Lululemon?
So if you work there, you get 75% off the original price of their sell item. So you're getting sports bras for $15 or leggings for $20.
Okay.
So it makes it actually a good price to buy it.
So in this market, in the bear market, if you guys are going to buy Lululemon, you got to get a job there.
Yes.
Get a job at Lululemon.
Yes, you should work there. Yeah.
Yeah, X-Ray Chick needs to work there just because of what we buy our children.
Yes, exactly.
It would make so much money in the bear market.
It would save you so much money too, and that's the thing is I was already going to buy all the things I bought, but I ended up saving 75%.
How large did your Lululemon collection grow while you worked there for?
Literally.
There we go. Yeah.
Perfect.
So
it probably doubled. So when I was done, I'll show you a picture once we're done. I laid out every single thing I had from Lululemon. It's a whole entire wardrobe. Okay. I was like, wow. And I did this all within a year too. I started my Lulu collection, and then I probably bought 40 items on my own, and then within that month probably bought another 40 just to get my discount.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
So you just blew up in Lululemon. But Lululemon's not the only clothing place that you worked.
No, it's not. And you know the other place that I worked, and I never talk about this. Are you okay if I say it?
Yeah, go for it. We might get a sponsorship. We're really lucky.
Okay, so I worked at Victoria's Secret for 3 years.
And you were their top.
I was their top seller, yeah. And so the specific location I worked at, I ended up being their top bra specialist.
What does it take to become a top bra specialist?
So you have to know their product. They have all sorts of different types. So you have to know the product, what materials you use, and then you have to be good at working with people. And so I actually I found a love for it. Because I was able to help women feel confident about themselves. So I actually ended up loving it. Did not expect doing that. And also you have to realize at that time in my life, I was so shy. And so, trying to go up and sell something to someone, I was like, oh my gosh.
So people see your tutorials on YouTube.
Uh-huh.
They meet you in person I would never peg you as someone who's shy or introverted at all.
That's good.
That's
really
you're like
good.
nailed it.
Yes.
I'm actually gonna hold this right here.
Okay.
So I want to make sure people don't need to hear me, what I say.
Everyone needs to hear what you say.
You're the guest. Make sure this picks up your voice right here. We have Red Squirrel, who's always in the chat, and I told him he's probably a bot because he's always the first one to say "Oi oi pops." So I say, "Hey kids, what's up? Hey Visionaries," and so then he just started throwing robots in our chat, and a lot that kind of took off. We got Hex Glenn. Hey man, he's one of our Texas Hexicans that we met down there when we were rolling. In fact, what do you think? Maddie has put out a poll asking if we want to do the next conference, in-person conference, in Vegas or Houston. Have you been to Texas?
I have been to Texas. I've never been to Houston. I've been to Dallas and I've been to Austin.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm always down to travel, so I would love it to be somewhere else than Vegas because I like having different experiences, different places.
Yeah. And Houston was really one of our cool. When we went down there, we went to a place called Black Page Brewing Company, which is their first day that they opened as a business, and Pulse Fitness. I'm pretty sure it's Pulse Fitness. If I get that name wrong, I apologize. But he was best friends with the dude that opened the grill and got it all set up. And they were literally getting like their certificates and everything they needed to open that afternoon as we were getting ready to have the get together. So it was really, really cool. It's a wonderful place. If you're in Houston at all, check out Black Page Brewing. That place is really, really nice. We got like Aaron Quattro Cinco.
And put it right here.
Sure.
And then you don't have to hold it.
Oh, so thoughtful.
There you go.
Thoughtful and smart. That's what you get when you hang out with Hexicans and FashionCoder. Dude, we got David Lee in here, man. Pulse Chain Trainer. Thank you. See, David Lee has a much better brain than I do. He's older than me, but his brain is younger than mine.
Okay.
So he says, "Hey fam, we got Torin Facing Reality." Just the diehards, the really cool people that show up all the time here. And so let's talk about bras more.
Oh gosh. Okay.
You got to get the right material.
So you have to just have a knowledge base of the products.
How many functions do bras serve?
Well, one overlying, but this is so interesting to talk on stream. I've never talked on stream.
We're 99.99% male. Some of these people are now Googling bra because they do not know what that is.
Exactly.
So we're starting at zero. We're going up.
So, okay. Like for the most basic level, so just everyone's different, and so you have to find a function that someone needs.
Okay.
And it could be anything of like just even look of how you want it to look or whatever. And I will give Victoria's Secret a compliment in a way, is they do have great bras, but then on the other side, they're not extremely inclusive when it comes to sizing. And so, yeah, it just depends. But the thing is Victoria's Secret is very intimidating to most people. Before I walked in there and got a job, I'd only been in there once before. I don't even know. Okay, you guys, like the things in my life, how it happens, I just don't know because I end up in places. And so I walk in, I give my application, I get hired, I become their top salesman, and then I end up being like, I get to do all these really cool things because I was their top saleswoman. And so anyways, like it was such a fulfilling thing in my life, and it helped me get out of that shyness. It really helped me like build that interpersonal like connection with like people, of like learning how that works, of like just being a normal person talking to someone. Because like I said, I was so shy.
So had we met you before this experience, it would have been a totally different person we were talking to.
So before FashionCoder, it still would have been the same. Like I went through like my college years were really development like years for me socially too. I had a leadership position where I had to get up and talk in front of people every single day. I gave tours of campus, and just like things like that where I'm like,
so for someone who's an introvert, it seems like you purposefully, maybe consciously or subconsciously, are putting yourself in positions where you're gonna have to. That's
nervous. Like, I'm going to this as Rachel. Like, this is, I mean, and it's all me. But I was like, I have been able to put like that fashion coder front out, and then I at this specific Bible study, I was like, I'm literally leading this as me. Like, and there's nothing that like I can fall back on. Like, this is me. And so it's kind of been an interesting thing, but I personally like love doing this. It's been so fun, and I get to meet cool people like you.
well, and travel.
Yes.
And
yes.
travel and you get to see history and be written. You get to see the future unfold before your eyes, stuff that people don't even going on. I kind of feel like if we were like being there when the internet was born, like watching the first like web page or email be sent and be like, wow, this is amazing. Only more exciting. The Starlink.
It's the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I think it's the Wi-Fi because we have Starlink here, and as you can see, it doesn't look like it's super strong.
Do you want to use my hotspot?
Yeah, we can, or we can use mine too.
Okay.
That might actually give us
I stream off my hotspot, which is really bad to say, but sometimes I do.
All right, here we go. Nerds getting nerdy. I think this will automatically attach to mine because it's been on mine. So let me do that one.
If we need to switch to mine, we totally can too. Will it kick us out?
I don't think it will if it switches. I think it'll just use whichever one's better.
Okay.
I could be wrong.
I guess we'll see.
If only we knew someone who knew coding.
If only. Do you know who's good at stuff like that? Is my dad, actually. The Wi-Fi.
He would be the one that would actually be like the tech.
Yeah, no, he is.
So
I
this is, we're still
don't want to deal with that.
Let me see if I jump onto the other one here. There we go. Let's see if this one's any strong.
And like, people don't need to know.
People are probably like following the whole thing, and they're like, and then what happened in the black screen of death? It's going on. It says it's on there, so we'll perfect. And it says it's stronger.
Oh, perfect.
So my phone is stronger than Starlink, if you guys can believe that. Shout out here, dude. Jim Rapp, let's go. Good to see you too, fam. And we got David Lee. A lot of love in chat. Everyone's saying hi to everyone. Hex Hoddle seems to be frozen. Do we got Hexi Quinn, are we gonna see you?
I hope so.
In Salt Lake. It says you both look like you're into fashion. I told people I have people dress me.
Look at you.
I have people dress me. My 17-year-old daughter she watches the Hex stream. She's like, someone needs to help these people. Because they have money, but they don't have fashion. In fact, my buddy's wife dropped him off at a meetup, and she said, the Hexicans look like badly dressed gangsters. Because they're like got the jewelry and stuff and the shoes and the cars. But they don't look like they've sat down with a 17-year-old girl that just says stuff like, no.
That's
no to that. Like, that's a hard pass. Like, that's a no.
I love it. Well, you look amazing. You're fashion.
Thank you. I woke up in an RV this morning, so I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty fresh.
Yes.
I did brush my teeth.
Good.
We're doing awesome. We've got, let's see here. Oh, I didn't get to put on my Tom Ford cologne.
Dang it.
Tom Ford is magic.
Really?
Yeah, you walk into a room and people look to see who's wearing Tom Ford. It's kind of like women have like that Mojave Ghost or Chanel, and like it hits, and you're like,
you like know someone's wearing it. It's like,
yeah,
who's
it like
wearing it?
get your attention. It's crazy. So I'll go bathe in that later.
Good.
Hex Siren, what's up? Aaron says, talk nerdy to me. We were just going into the nerds of bras.
Yeah. I should do some like podcast or something about all the jobs I've worked. Because they're very odd, but they've gotten me here.
It says Fashion Coder's hair is so dark now.
It does look dark in this lighting.
Did you darken?
No, this is my natural. I've never put any color or
That's
anything.
the color of your hair.
Yep, and also I don't have extensions. This is my real hair.
That's insane. That's insane. We went on a cruise recently, and I was taller than most of the people on the cruise, which isn't normal.
Oh no.
And so like I kept noticing like these insane hair extensions and products and braids in people's hairs. And I was like, does anyone on this boat have a real head of hair? Like, are we the only ones with our own hair? It was bizarre. And so I didn't even notice that. But like your hair is amazing for being your hair.
Yes, it's real.
It's real hair.
Thank you.
David says, my only regret from Vegas is not hugging Fashion Coder and Dad. One of the few I missed. You guys were eating. I would have walked up and hugged them while they were eating.
Oh yeah. Anyone is always welcome.
I'm rude like that. David's got manners. And people would think that I was like giving you guys the Heimlich or something.
Maybe we needed it though.
Maybe you need it. Yeah, if they turn like watch their face. Hex sign. You could even do like a short video just on basic bra knowledge that most people, including women, probably don't even know.
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. This is kind of funny. So no one ever taught me this, but I figured it out as I like worked there, since I worked there for so long. You treat men differently when they come into Victoria's Secret than women. Women, you can show them everything and you give them every single option they have, and men, you give them 2 options. So because
like if I come in and if I'm lucky enough to know a size, which most men probably don't, they're probably like do hand gestures. They're like, she's that, and she's like this and this.
Yeah, and so what we would do, and so this is interesting too about being a bra specialist, you can actually start looking at people and using their size and be right. So we would just be like, show me like a picture of your wife or whatever, and then it was like super easy to be like, okay, she's probably this size. And then you just go from there and then give them 2 options.
What are the 2 options you give the guy?
So typically you give them like a basic, simple, plain option and then not.
So when you say a plain option, you're like
nude,
white,
or
nude,
or black,
plain, not late, nothing crazy, just basic.
Yes, basic.
And then you show them like the stuff with like the lace, and like
sparkles,
the sparkles, the feathers.
That would be an interesting one. I don't know if I've seen a feather one before. But
they have feather ones. I've been to Burning Man.
Oh,
you go to Burning Man, you'll see some insane fashion. You'll see handmade stuff that's like that took 30 years to make.
Like how? Here it is.
Yeah, and they're like involving like lights and electricity or water into it.
And that's scary.
That's a little scary. And then we got Aaron's loving it. Aaron and David Lee. Yeah, he says, which Tom Ford? I've got a white one that's called, I don't know. Hexray Chick likes the white one the best, but I also have Extreme is my favorite.
Okay.
And then there's a black one, but it doesn't have the patchouli in it. Everything with patchouli in it it's not me. I can't take that patchouli.
Yeah, you're like, it doesn't vibe.
Yeah, it doesn't vibe. So yeah, the Extreme is the best one. Then there's a black one and then a white one. The white one I swear is like white smoke white suede.
Ooh.
But what I'll do is I'll take my cheap colognes that are all alcohol, like the stuff from Hollister, like Axe or whatever. You spray that down, and then you put the expensive cologne on top, and the oil makes the cheap cologne last.
Interesting.
If you're mixing, because a lot of guys like to mix because we're just not happy with anything. We just like to mess around with stuff.
Love it.
So yeah, you can make your cheap cologne and your good cologne last longer.
Okay.
Yeah, Monica Mofit Mills, what's up?
Monica,
how are you doing?
I love her.
You. And then David Lee says next time he will hug you while you're eating.
Please do.
So he's gonna have to wait for you to eat now.
Oh, dang.
Sneak up on you.
It's okay. I eat a lot. I'm a 6 meal kind of girl.
6 meals. I like that.
Yeah.
Why limit yourself to 3?
Why?
Or 2?
Exactly. Sometimes you're just feeling it.
Yeah, Glenn's happy. David says so too. Dude, Casey, what is up? Casey the Hexican. Are those two apples? What is that? What's the emoji there?
I don't know.
Frying pans? Melons? Oh, it's two melons.
Okay.
Because I was doing.
Oh gosh.
I was sizing the bras. Good one, Casey. Good one. Got the black one with the gold cap. Yes, so the black one with the gold cap is the black one. That one's really good. It's really got a lot of leather and smoke in it. And then Extreme is a little lighter. It's got a little more vanilla in it. So they're all good. Like if you go to like Saks Fifth Avenue, you can spend 3 hours and they will just go through so much information about scents that you didn't even know existed. And every cologne or perfume has a different series depending on the ingredients. So they'll literally have you smell a bunch of stuff and you're like, I don't like that. They'll be like, okay, you won't like that series and that series. And
so you're able to figure out.
You can
real quick,
you can narrow down the notes of the Chanel or whatever you like, and be like, okay, this, and then you'll be like, oh gosh, that's perfect. Like, it's all we do all day is sell $100 bottles of these smells.
It's about knowing the product though, and being able to sell it correctly, which is interesting, and it's for everything. I mean, Hex. How do you sell Hex correctly to someone that's never heard about crypto or doesn't know about Hex within crypto or whatever it is?
Right. I want to hear about some of the exciting things that you got to do as the top salesperson there for Victoria's Secrets. Like, where did they take you? What were some of the events and stuff you got to do?
So honestly, I don't know if I ever actually ended up going to an event. So the girls that I worked with were amazing. So I worked with all women, and there wasn't drama. Like, it was just so much fun. So that was like something that was a blessing while I worked there, is there wasn't drama, because I think that happens a lot within their stores. I mean, if you're working with all women, like.
What do you think the difference was between that and other stores or other places where with women?
I think it was our management, just that they hired on people that wouldn't be drama. So there's that side of things, but it was so cool. So like, I'd get to work, and you have to show up in your uniform, and your uniform's all black, but you can do like whatever you want black wise, but you just have to wear black. And so all the girls like looked so like chic. The specific mall that I worked at was one of the higher end ones, and so like we had a higher clientele.
And this isn't a Utah mall, is it?
It is.
Oh, so I know which one it is.
Yes, you do. And so anyways, I'd show up and I would get on the floor, and my managers would be like, okay, where do you want to be? And so I made commission off my sales. So that's also, it was an incentive to like work hard, because I was literally making money off of what I was selling to people.
Did you make a base plus commission or just commission?
Base, yep. So I made hourly plus commission.
Okay.
Yeah. And so I'd show up and they'd be like, okay, like, where do you want to work today? So I would usually be in the fitting room, but then when you're not in the fitting room, like, what area will you be in? So I'd be like, okay, like, I want to be here today. And then they'd place all the other girls around wherever I wanted to be, so they wouldn't be in my section, so I could be there. And so yeah, it was just a lot of fun, like being able to do that, and just seeing like all the product that did come in. And so the specific store I worked at was a Pink and Victoria's Secret store, where they do the combined. I'm sure you've seen that before.
No, I thought the Pink was Victoria's Secret.
It is, but
it's like a brand of theirs.
Yeah.
Okay,
like
so they own Pink.
Exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. So Pink is a Victoria's Secret store, and they can be standalone, but they can also be together too. So yeah, that was my college job. Is I worked at Victoria's Secret, and crazy enough, like, I was making more money than all my friends. And at that point in time, I had a certificate in IT. So I could have gone and gotten a job within IT. I was making more at Victoria's Secret that I literally could not.
Which doesn't make sense.
It doesn't.
It shouldn't be that way. It should be like you've got to go use the IT degree.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, I got that in high school, and then right before I graduated high school, I was like, I need to find some jobs. So I got a job at American Eagle, got a job at Victoria's Secret, quit the American Eagle one because they paid minimum wage, and it wasn't for me. And then yeah, I worked there for 3 years because it ended up being so good. And before that, I was scared to go in there because it was so intimidating.
What made it intimidating? The chic girls in the black outfits?
Yeah, that, and just like, I think I realized that normal people shop there. It wasn't these Victoria's Secret models that were shopping there. Normal people shop there, and this was after work, right? But normal people shop there, and there was no reason to be scared to be there. And
so it's like the brand was intimidating,
Yes.
where you're just like all these angels, like supermodels with like 2 ribs and
Yeah.
haven't eaten anything but celery in 4 years.
exactly. Well, and like even just like talking about that too is like size wise, I fit into that size wise, but it was so intimidating. And then I walked in there, gave them my resume, and then it just became a big part of my life in growing. And so it was crazy. It's crazy how scary things help you grow.
And then, to be honest, there's a lot of reasons that I want to try and create my own crypto.
Yeah.
But the biggest reason is because it scared me. Like, it's one of the only things that has scared me since I quit my job.
Really.
Was thinking, hey, can I found a coin? Can I create community? And can I put something out there that's going to like sink or swim?
Yeah.
Because I honestly, I wanted to put out my coin anonymously, and I totally understand why people do that.
Yeah.
Because then if it like fails,
then it's like not associated to you.
Right.
In a
right.
way.
I don't feel like I let
Publicly.
people down.
Yeah.
And I would never intentionally take people's money, and I would never intentionally manipulate things to, to make things unfair. So it's not really that fear of like, oh, I'm afraid I would be greedy and rugful, because my coin won't have that ability.
Yeah.
But it's that fear of letting people down. We were talking about someone else in our community
Yes,
earlier that seems like you wouldn't know this about them, but they are terrified of letting people down. Like, they've got a heart the size of Texas, and they're a great person.
They are a great person.
How sly was that?
It was very sly. Well, and it's so cool that that you've taken that step, and now that you're where you're at, does it seem as scary? Because you're in the midst of it, so you're not at the beginning stage.
Yeah,
you're in the midst of it.
I've started the process. I've spent some money on some stuff, and it isn't really scary once you start it.
Yeah.
It's thinking about starting that's scarier than actually doing it.
Uh-huh.
Right. Hexall says, where are you guys located at the moment? We're at Salt Lake location. Actually, Murray is a location, just a suburb of Salt Lake. And this is the coolest place ever. We talked about this yesterday. My buddy, who helped me with spiritual freedom, has a studio here, an art studio and a church and a podcast studio. And I mentioned to him that I was thinking about maybe doing some get-togethers or meetups in Salt Lake, and he offered this place and has been so gracious. He had no idea. He thought that I was doing like a seminar or a workshop, like a business thing.
He did.
And we get here, we set up a full bar, we're hanging out. He's like, what is going on? I'm like, oh, this is a Hex meetup. It's not like your normal meetups.
Oh, yeah.
And the address, you guys look at it, it's in the Salt Lake Hexicans group. It's on Twitter. We did a really cool flyer that my buddy made for us with the actual location. If you or anyone you know is in the Salt Lake location area, send them down here to say hi, have them, draw for some prizes and ask some questions, have a drink. We're gonna have some pizza here later, so it's just a really cool vibe that everyone's just kind of hanging out. And last night we had the conference going, but depending on who is speaking, it's just like going to a conference in real life.
Yeah.
The halls are full of people like losing their minds, and then there's 3 people in the conference listening to one guy being like, so this is how I program my computer to show me the hex prize.
Yes. Okay, that totally makes sense that it was that vibe, because that's how it was at PulseCon.
Yes.
In September.
Yeah, and even Maddie puts on great conferences with really good speakers.
Yeah.
There's still a crazy amount of people in the hall
Chatting
to blah 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 blah, because there's so much to talk about.
And it's just so exciting getting to meet people in person and being able to come meet you here, and when we actually finally met in person in Vegas, and it's just so exciting.
it's a different, and as you can tell, when I went back east and hung out with Rags and we did some streams in person, it's 100% different than across the screen because the timing's better. You kind of get the vibe of the person a little bit better. So when I watch Joe Rogan, I totally understand why they sit and they have two cameras because this isn't.
I know because I keep looking at you.
I know.
I'm like, wait, I need to be looking at the camera.
They don't want to see me. I should be like this with my hand up, and then you should just look straight into the camera.
Oh my god!
Because you're the.
No.
We know what sells in crypto, and it's females, real life females. We do not have enough of those.
Oh my gosh, we don't.
No, we really don't, and it's females don't listen to males for good reason. We usually talk them into like marriage and kids and who knows what. So, but females will listen to females.
Mm-hmm.
Like your following are people that would never stumble into one of our streams or one of our communities and start trying to take instruction from a guy. First of all, they'd be like, I don't know what he's talking about. I don't know why I should care. And then they see you and they're like, oh, I can relate to her. What's she talking about? And you can open doors that none of us can open.
I hope so. That's the goal. And I was looking at my numbers the other day, and I'm at like 4% women, maybe 5% women that watch my videos.
That's insane for crypto.
And that's
or
the
tech.
thing, it is insane. And I'm like, this is literally so low. I'm like, this is so low. But then I was like,
what would you want it to be at? 50? 60?
I'd be okay. I'd be okay if it was at 40%. And the interesting thing is I understand that like tech and stuff like that doesn't attract women in lots of ways.
Mm-hmm.
But I consider myself the girliest person you will ever meet. I have to show you my car, by the way.
Okay.
Like I have my dream car. Like I have a Volkswagen convertible Bug. Okay? Like I am that person.
Do you have the eyelashes?
No.
Oh, thank goodness.
No, I could do that.
Those creep me out.
They creep me out
They
too.
creep me out when I see the eyelashes on the bugs. And we'll have to show you our awesome
I want to see
Cinco mobile studio.
Yes.
Because we're going to be putting a lot of miles on that this year.
Okay, and yes. And so it's like I consider myself the girliest person, and like tech has helped me so much, and being a part of tech is just so cool. And I'm like, okay, like how do I get that passion that I have? Because it's not for the male species, right? Like it's for everyone, and it can help everyone. And so that's my goal. I have no clue how I'm going to do that. I've started doing TikToks within the last month where I do get ready with me. So I do my makeup while I talk about crypto.
Oh,
and because
sneaky.
I like watching people do their makeup. I like don't really do a ton makeup wise, but like I like watching people do their makeup. So I'm like, okay, if I can do that and maybe attract that crowd, because I'm like, okay, this is probably a girly thing, right? That people will watch girls do their makeup because I do it. I watch girls do their makeup. Maybe I can talk about crypto with it, and then that could bring a whole different group.
That's amazing. And we've been going into and today on the stream, I'm pretty sure Free Finance is coming on because we spent our whole stream where he literally just repeated over and over and over YouTube Shorts, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, TikTok, YouTube. He was like, because he follows Gary Vee.
Okay.
And he's like, that's where it's all at short form sound bites. No one's paid attention to anything else unless they're already into it. It's like when I do my hour-long streams or whatever, my family, my awesome crew, they're here with me, and it makes us tighter. But no one outside, no new people are hearing about it. No new people are seeing it, and it's not getting suggested to anyone else. So we can literally take your clips, Richard Hart clips. I don't know how to say her name. Is it Yavid Hex?
Oh,
she got the H.
Yeah,
Hex.
I think so.
Her and her sister. Like there's so many really, really attractive and interesting people in Hex that we're not bringing to short form, to like second bites, short stuff that could literally just blow up. And then people have been starting to chop up a lot more Richard Hart like they used to. Because we keep saying pre-viral, and Furu's like, it doesn't have to be pre-viral. We can go viral with those two ways. And I hopefully it's all he's going to talk about on the stream today.
Okay,
like,
I'm excited.
If you are a creator, chop your stuff up. If you're not a creator, chop someone else's stuff up. I'm more than happy. You take anything you want in my videos.
Same.
I don't, and you chop them up and throw them out there, and I'm more than happy. That's great. That's great. Because editing is the thing that kills all YouTubers.
Yeah.
It's where you go to die.
Yeah. So I don't edit. I don't know if you know this. Because I can't. So what I do is I'll edit the end and the beginning and end.
Mm-hmm.
And mine are always one cut. I will film it once. And sometimes I mess up, so I'll and it's always within the first minute, so I'll redo it.
Mm-hmm.
But usually it's one take. And then just cut the very beginning part out and then the end part out where I go click the end button. I'm done. It goes straight to YouTube.
Go with God.
Yeah, I'm like, this honestly was not the best, but this is the best I can give at the moment.
And it's about consistency.
Exactly.
It's not about quality. It is not about quality when it comes to crypto.
Yeah.
And some people do some amazing edits, amazing graphics.
And they're amazing.
Yeah.
But that's not me. And that's okay.
All right, so we've got Hex Hodl, some kind of charity or something. 100%. I got tired of IT, to be honest. Pretty girls have so much easier in sales. They don't even know the struggle as a dude. I would say that's definitely a big advantage you have as a female.
Yeah, especially when it's a situation they don't understand. Like any man coming in is going to spend money, and you just have to give him something to spend money on.
Mm-hmm. So. And then Hex says base clips, base. See how he took his name and he gave him a compliment.
Love it.
I'll have to go into my YouTube here and throw a wrench at based, because there's only one person that's allowed, not allowed to have a wrench, and that is Samantha. So Samantha said, I don't want a wrench. I want to be different. So she's literally the only person that comes on my stream without a wrench.
That's so funny.
Yeah. Oh man, we got a bunch of.
Okay, actually, can you show me how to add a wrench to someone?
Definitely. I wonder if Based has one. This is crazy. Maybe he does. This reality. All you do is you go to your YouTube, which usually you kind of have. This is the only reason I have it up, is to do this and to share the link.
Mm-hmm.
But you go to right here, and you can either add or remove moderator right there.
Cool.
So that's how you wrench people, because when you finally get that 10 people to watch and the sex date robots come on in your stream.
So then I have to go in.
You do?
Well, because I didn't know how to add moderators. It was terrible.
I try promoting them. Every time they show up in mine, I'm like, okay, first of all, thank you for the view. Right? Like, I'm not, beggars can't be choosers. Second of all, if you guys are looking for love in your life, this place seems legit. Like, I would totally go on there and give them my credit card information.
It's a great idea.
Yeah, because we all need love.
Yes.
And here they are just giving it away. DJ Cryptomatic, like the eating celery bit that I did on there. We're so far behind here. I can sell ham to a shoe. Oof. LOL. I knew you were going to say Texie. Hexicans knows what's up. He says, you guys have a good vibe, connection stream. Enjoying this. Have a great time today. Love from Napa. Love to you, Casey. And yeah, it's so much cooler being in person.
It is.
It's just different.
Yeah.
Got a clip uploading you two rascals already. Great stream. Look, Torn's been clipping our stuff and sharing it.
Cool.
He's so cool. He did that right during the middle of me and Photo Finance talking about it. He just did it and put one up. Like, talk about taking action immediately.
My gosh, I need to figure out how to do that too. I feel like I'm like 80 years old when it comes to some of these things.
It says, hey, goat turquoise white horns.
Oh my.
Someone's giving away their seed words, I think. Gotta clip you two rascals. There we go. Yep. Awesome. HEXrayVision loves that. FashionCoder. One of probably the 4 things we've covered. Like I always I don't pay attention to text or chat, so they'll make an inside joke and I'll totally go over my head, and it's a joke I just made.
Because it's like you already moved on in your head.
Love for DJ Cryptomatic. Oh, KD's in the house. What's up, KD? Good to see you. Did you get your Twitter account back, DJ Cryptomatic? I hope so. Very cool. Yeah, he DJs and talks about crypto, and then he mixes in sound bites from Richard Hart and other streamers.
Interesting.
So people are like just grooving, and they're like, "Wait, what?"
I
And
love
before
it.
they know it, they know what Quattro Cinco means. And it's sadly not. Yeah, so he's got to start over on Twitter. So if you guys were following DJ Cryptomatic, make sure you're refollowing him now.
Go follow him right now.
Yeah, we're very supportive. Yeah, so yeah, thank you very much. Dang, well, I need to follow you new often. Then, yep.
All right.
Hexicans says, I freaking love editing, but I hate streaming.
Okay. Also, I don't really like streaming either. That's a great point. I think the reason I don't like streaming, and it's not actually being on stream, I don't care about that part. It's that I don't think that it hits the audience that is outside of our circle. Because I'm not, like, even me personally, like, I'm a part of this community, and I'm not going to watch an hour stream.
Yeah, everyone in Hex is a big fan of the 2x button.
Oh, so, yeah, exactly. Even I watch my stuff on 2x if I have to go back and watch it, because I don't even like watching my own stuff when it comes to stuff like that. So,
yeah, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, when am I going to get to this specific part if I like need to fix something or whatever?
And I can tell by Hexicans that she does like editing, because her stuff always looks really nice and professional, and like you've put thought into it, and that's beautiful. In fact, if you want to do more editing for other people, we will
hit us up.
Hit us up. We will pay you in Hex. So yeah, that's backwards. Hexiquin. Yeah, Hexi. Yeah, it says show. We need you in front of the camera too. Twitter wants my phone number now. Ever since like June, I haven't logged in. I only use PC. They don't need my number. Yeah, I always get really frustrated by apps that want your personal information. And they're like, why do you need this?
Especially if it's like for a business, like this.
Yeah. It says yes, do both, please. Yeah, so people are encouraging Hexiquin to both stream, and that Magnus is in the house. Magnus needs a wrench. Oh, all right. So let's try this. Magnus. Where's Magnus? There he is. Okay, yeah. So right here, boom, boom.
Cool.
And
okay,
then we had Crypto Kool-Aid would do this really cool ASMR thing where he'd be like, "Hey Magnus, do me a favor. Reach inside your pocket. What are you gonna find there? It's a wrench, baby." Like he would just. There's a couple where I was like peeing my pants, you know. Because it was too much. It's too much. He's a funny dude. I love my Crypto Kool-Aid. And now that I got crazy with this, it's sounding funky. There we go.
Awesome.
Make sure we don't lose this again. There we go. So you got that. Now you know how to wrench people.
Thank you.
I just wrench everyone that I recognize, except for the dating website robots.
Yeah. Because we recognize this now, but not.
Yeah, Hexiron loves the TikTok makeup tutorials.
Oh, thanks.
Thanks so much, you guys. Oh, dude, Crypto Sloth is in the house. Yo. He's in between, like, the guy goes to school like 20 hours a day, and then he like streams 20 hours a day.
Crazy.
He somehow learned how to bend time because he's going to school and all this stuff. And of course, he's getting mad love in here as he deserves it, man. It gives me major anxiety. Streaming does. It shouldn't. You seem like a natural.
You do.
Total natural. I miss your streams with the Joker. And then Torrance says, build for our circle and people will beg to get in. TikTok, YouTube Shorts. Yeah, Kool-Aid's the best. He really is. Yes, it says LOL. Yes, my famous 40-hour days.
Oh my gosh.
Totally.
Cannot even imagine.
We should see if we can get someone else here on stream.
I know. Also, I think I need to bring my dad back to my church. He is, my church does this thing called Life Market. So we give out free food every first Saturday of the month. And he's like, he helps with it. So I need to bring him back.
You might need an Uber back to your church.
Exactly. I know, since we're here.
Church to church.
Right.
Cult to cult.
Because I left his car, or we dropped his car off. So I might need to leave right now.
All right. Well, you
but I'll be back.
See if I can get someone in here.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna bounce.
You want me to
too.
grab someone?
Yeah, grab someone. Ask one of these two if they'll jump on stream. 'Cause I don't even know them,
Okay.
so I can like greet them on stream.
Okay, love it.
Ask them if they've gotten into.
Thank
this
you,
stuff.
everyone. Bye-bye.
The one and only FashionCoder. Man, you guys learned a whole bunch of origin story stuff.
Yeah.
This is like one of the X-Men. You learn how she became FashionCoder with her jobs and stuff. That was some gold. Yeah. HEXhodl. See ya. She's gonna go ask complete strangers if they want to get on a YouTube live stream. If anyone can sell them, it's FashionCoder. Let's get the microphone back in case they want to get in here. But yeah, this is it. We have a raffle here. We're giving away some raffling stuff. I think I showed this yesterday, but let me jump the camera here. We have all that stuff on that table over there by the light for raffle. We have the hex that you walk through. Then you have the bar back there. Grab a bar. That's it. Yeah, this is FashionCoder working her magic, trying to get one of the people here to jump on stream. Anyone will do, really. Anyone besides myself. And then over there that's where we've been watching them and hanging out. And then the art gallery. The art gallery here is actually pretty amazing. He takes acrylic and marble, and he carves biblical stories or principles into them. I should probably find that out and let you guys know. But anyways, yeah, we're just chilling here. We're doing onboarding. If you guys have questions or onboarding, come here. If you just want to talk about the 400 projects going on, Icosa, Hedron, Texan, Lucky, Desi, Base, Maximus, Poly, HSI stakes, all the stuff that's being sacrificed for now, all the stuff going on, Pulse Chain, Fiat, Liquid Loans, the internet money, you name it. What was it? We're just talking about Power City. Power City is through an amazing party in Vegas. That was a lot of fun. It says I have a worthless computer science degree. School is overrated. At least no school debt. That's really good. It says I like the jacket X-ray. Thank you very much. The funny thing is I was wearing it and Funding Jim was like, I have that jacket. I was like, oh yeah, good taste. I love it. Thank you very much, Katie. It's probably the most profitable degrees, and it's worthless yet. The market is saturated. I don't feel like coding, to be honest. It's tedious and got tired of it. IT also. Yeah. Have you messed? I want to someone that actually knows code. This is something we're interested in. The Chat GPT, GPT chat, the AI. We've been trying to get it to write code, but we don't read code, so we don't know how close it is to actual functioning code. So if you could jump on there, run a script or a code, because basically you could just tell it, hey, I want it to do what Hex does, and then it'll code it, and in 30 seconds it'll do some code. Whether or not it would actually function like Hex, I have no idea. But there's that idea if you can read code. And then shout out, of course, to Casey. I got one of the ones with the special stamp on it. These are limited edition, to say the least. Hexy Quinn doesn't look hood at all. More hipster, artsy fartsy. Okay. Yeah. I guess you got to get the connection through your school. Though at least in my area, I haven't heard of people not being able to find a job. Maybe I don't want a job. Says HEXhodl, LOL. He says that's not my neighborhood, DJ. And then Slot says, because who wants to work? Yeah, who wants to work? I was telling the story of my kids trying to start up I sold some Hex and I bought a snow cone shack for my kids. And everything was going great until the day, like we went into a couple weeks into it when they realized they had to work. And then they were like, nah, we're done. We're done. like, we don't want to work. And I was like, yeah, no one wants to work. But you're like a business owner. You own a business that you happen to have to work at. But they weren't having it. Dude, Brittany Bits is in the house. Yo, Hexray and Socialist. You might be referring to someone else. Socialist. Or maybe you're saying FashionCoder. Who's in here? Hex Huddle. You want to jump in here? Oh, okay. Well, we're going to. I can't get anyone to join me on stream. So what we're going to do says, what's going on with the crypto class in Raleigh? Just caught a bit of that. Haven't had a chance to dig in yet. Yeah, Mobius, look up Crypto Bootcamp 1 on Twitter, or watch my stream with Crypto Bootcamp 1. And we're talking about what he's putting on in Raleigh, North Carolina. That's going to be on the 28th. It's on the Saturday towards the end of the month. I think it's the 28th. And that's going to be in Raleigh. So, yeah, it says coding must be so boring. Coding and truck driving, that's why they're always hiring. GTP is quite pleb. Couldn't explain the term wrecked pleb. And all one has to do is Google or DuckDuckGo. Oh, okay. Yeah, ChatGPT. The BlackRock's Aladdin AI is more useful, really. Oh, okay, cool. It's for lonely boomers. I haven't seen chat, but throw decent code, horrible code. It was an emoji. Oh, James. I have no idea. Yeah, I get the emoji's so really weird in StreamYard. Everyone is shy, LOL. I'm not sure why I did that. Thought I was giving people high. Two people giving a high five. Wait. You're going to be in Raleigh? I am going to be in Raleigh, my friend. I forgot. Oh, for some reason, I think that Crypto Sloth is in Florida because he tells me if I go to Florida and give him enough warning, he can try to meet me down there. But he's up further on the coast. So, yeah, we're going to be there this month. Where I'm hoping, yeah, dude, hit me up. I definitely will. We're going to be supporting Crypto Bootcamp with his Crypto Bootcamp in Raleigh towards the end of the month. And we're going to try to join forces and find the best, easiest, smoothest way we can to onboard newbies, because this is all an education. The community building event right now is all an education. 20 minutes away, awesome. Yeah, we're gonna have a lot of fun, I believe that. But I'm gonna wrap this up because, like I said, no one will stream it here but me. And I'm gonna say hi to some of the people that have shown up. Say hi, and I'm gonna try to go stream some more later and get some more as people show up. And I love you guys, and we'll talk to you soon.